Welcome to Expanding Brackets Level 4. Pause the video now, have a go at the 4 problems on the screen, and I'll go through them with you shortly. You'll find more practice at this level, plus links to the higher levels, as well as other topics, at the end of this video and on the channel homepage. In problem 1, we're expanding x plus 4 multiplied by x plus 7. Now here we have the product of 2 brackets. So to do this, we can start with the first term from the first bracket, which is x, and multiply it by the first term from the second bracket, which is also x. And x times x gives us x squared. Next, we can stick with the first term from the first bracket and multiply it by the second term from the second bracket. So x times 7 gives us plus 7x. We can now move on to the second term from the first bracket, which is 4. And we can multiply this by the first term from the second bracket. So 4 times x gives us plus 4x. And finally, multiply the second term from the first bracket by the second term from the second bracket. And 4 times 7 gives us plus 28. Now that we've expanded, we can simplify by collecting together the like terms. And here, the only ones we can collect together are the plus 7x and the plus 4x. So we have x squared. 7x plus 4x gives us plus 11x, and we have a plus 28 at the end. So x squared plus 11x plus 28 is our final answer to problem 1. In problem 2, we're expanding y plus 8 multiplied by y minus 5. To start, we're going to multiply y by y, and this gives us y squared. Next, we're going to multiply y by minus 5, and this gives us minus 5y. We can now do 8 multiplied by y, which gives us a positive 8y. And finally, 8 multiplied by minus 5 gives us minus 40. To simplify, we can collect together the like terms, and we have a minus 5y and a plus 8y that we can collect together. So we have y squared. Minus 5y plus 8y gives us positive 3y, because minus 5 plus 8 is 3, and we have a minus 40 on the end, which means that y squared plus 3y minus 40 is our final answer to problem 2. In problem 3, we're expanding 2d minus 4 multiplied by 3d minus 7. To start, we can multiply 2d by 3d, and since 2 times 3 is 6, this starts with a 6, and d times d gives us d squared, so 6d squared is our first term. We can now multiply 2d by minus 7, and minus 7 times 2 is minus 14, so minus 7 times 2d is minus 14d. Next, we have minus 4 times 3d. Minus 4 times 3 is minus 12, so minus 4 times 3d is minus 12d. And finally, we have to be extra careful here. We have a minus 4 times minus 7. 2 minuses give us a plus when we multiply them together, and 4 times 7 is 28. Now that we've expanded, we can simplify by collecting together the minus 14d and the minus 12d, which are the only like terms from here. So we have 6d squared, minus 14d minus 12d is minus 26d, and we have a plus 28 on the end. So 6d squared minus 26d plus 28 is our final answer to problem 3. In problem 4, we're expanding 4h plus 3 all squared. Now whenever we're squaring a bracket, we can rewrite it as the bracket 4h plus 3 multiplied by itself, because that's what squaring means. It means you're multiplying something by itself. And we can now expand this normally. So we can start by doing 4h multiplied by 4h. Well, 4 times 4 is 16, and h times h gives us h squared. So 16h squared is our first term. Now we have 4h multiplied by 3. Well, 4 times 3 is 12, so 4h times 3 is 12h. Now we have 3 multiplied by 4h. Again, 3 times 4 is 12, so 3 times 4h is 12h. And finally, 3 multiplied by 3 gives us plus 9. We can now simplify by collecting together the like terms, which are the 12h's in the middle. And so we have 16h squared. 12h plus 12h gives us plus 24h, and we have a plus 9 on the end. So 16h squared plus 24h plus 9 is our final answer to problem 4.